Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn Revenge 3.3 preview playthrough as the Eriadu Authority. In the last episode, we kind of held off some attacks, sort of. Though we are getting hit back at Bakura, we held off a Travis, at least. And we know the Executor is floating around in this area somewhere. But we are going to do this defensive Bakura to kick things off. And it looks like it's going to be tough. So 2 IDTs, 2 of the Firehawks, the best tanks in the game, 2 AT-ATs, and 4 7-4Z squads. These are numbers that we must remember. Otherwise, I'll fail the quiz afterwards. We held off before, but I think we had more actual units in those first attempts.
Just give me a target.
Ready. Yes, sir.
I think we're gonna try to get
Tank brigade
Roger.
ready.
as many field bases as we can.
Over there. Moving out.
Affirmative. This way.
Because if we can take some of these field bases, we can get some more infantry. And then I'm mostly worried about the artillery.
Roger that. Over there. Form up. Rolling out. Roger that.
Like, if we can hold on to some of the build pads, or some of the landing zones, then
Roger that.
they can't
Advancing.
bring in as many
Form up.
units, obviously, so we'd have a bit more of a numerical advantage.
Awaiting
Or at least not a
orders.
numerical disadvantage to the same degree. I'd love to have a
Enemy is
repair pad
approaching.
on this.
Firing.
We'll take what we can get.
Form up.
Let's send
Squad,
you
move
over here first.
Copy.
That's
We secured a landing
T.
zone.
Awaiting orders.
Okay.
Constructing.
I'll copy.
Copy.
Reporting.
That needs to be an AA turret.
Constructing.
I copy.
Unit destroyed.
Yes, sir.
Unit destroyed.
Okay.
Yes, Commander.
I don't know if we're going to be able to hold on to this as
On it, sir.
easily as last times.
Construction
Reporting.
complete.
Ready.
They are definitely coming in.
Turret
Well,
constructing.
we'll try to get that AA turret.
Right away, sir.
And then try to loop around in here.
T2B, copy. Awaiting orders. Brigade standing by. Charge.
Construction complete.
Scanning target. I copy. Course run.
Eh.
Moving to position. Moving.
Yeah, we've held
Yes, Commander.
a few times, but
Building.
I don't think that's going to work this time.
Orders,
Heavy
sir.
vehicle factory destroyed.
Reporting.
We've secured a landing zone.
Just give me a target.
Yeah, they're bringing them in.
Tank
We've
brigade
secured a
ready.
landing zone.
Awaiting orders.
I think we have to accept that
Move out.
the western side of the faction has fallen apart a little bit.
Heavy vehicle factory destroyed.
Just a little bit. Like, we still have the Praetor and a fleet over here. But Bakura, without Bakura, that doesn't mean too much. Well, that's actually a decent amount of ground units. So, I'm gonna save, and I might just go back in from there.
We're moving out.
Building started.
Alright,
Move out.
we can't let that stand. What did that do to the military there? That was... What is that? Would you say that's a sixth, maybe a fifth of the Empire's military. So not nothing, not everything. For about 600 PopCap that we killed.
Battle imminent.
And we're about to kill 200 more. So we'll have a better gauge after this. Which also leaves the Executor. That's another big chunk of it.
The enemy has been spotted.
But we can definitely get these precursors now.
Choose your
They don't have any other
reinforcements.
support with it. It's just that, plus we have our own other stuff.
Let's run
Alright.
this gauntlet.
So bring in that guy,
We
bring
shall
in
be there
Pritik,
shortly.
bring in Eriadu Warlord
Reinforcements,
Star,
Coming about.
bring in Imperial Strike Cruiser, bring in
Reinforcements
Mana.
canceled.
do.
Moving.
Mana. Arquitens.
now.
Definitely not an Arquitens. Shadow Realm Express. Bring in Simping McPadawan the Skywalker. Bring in Spitfire. Bring in Na. Hey,
Those coordinates, sir.
Queen Amidala's Revenge. Glory Hammer for our own healing. Boy knows girl, boy ass girl out. It's fine.
Those coordinates, sir.
Miss my old Pelka. And finally, Raiden Daedrus Footwalker. So I'm also going to grab our other Raider back here, which is Raider.
Location confirmed.
Ready to update orders. We'll win this.
Yes, Commander. Firing.
Don't have to worry too much about the
Scene cruiser reporting.
Lancers. We don't have many
Charging
physical
generator.
Montillions.
Locking on target. All crew accounted for.
Awaiting orders.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try to retreat soon. So I'm going to try to keep the engines low.
Destroyer ready.
Or at least, let's start with the
Squadron
shields.
reporting.
Or, yeah, take all the shields down so that we can take the engines down as necessary.
Draw their fire.
We'll beach them. We'll level them.
Here's one.
Formation. Go after the
Here's more shields.
How about a little help? Awaiting your orders.
regroup for another attack. They're coming.
Okay.
Ready.
Oh, you can turn the other way now.
We'll win this.
Awaiting your command.
We do need to give another check to the
Ready to update orders.
Raider rig, I think.
Your command, sir.
Where'd he
Forming
go?
up.
Nowhere
It
to
does
run.
like turning.
Direct fire on the
Ooh,
engine.
get that.
Falling out of formation.
He's mine.
Yes.
And like, I do think we'll be able to handle what they have on the ground with
Formation.
what we have over here.
Regroup for another closing on target. He won't be around much longer. They're coming in quick. More enemy craft.
Charging generator.
Then it's just whether the executor they have over there is gonna
Taking him out.
turn up and cause problems.
Enemy.
Like, we might even be able to take the executor alone with this. I just don't know what they have for support. What the rest of their fleet is.
I'm on them. Stay in formation.
Direct fire on the engines.
Falling out of formation.
Okay.
Enemies in range.
We're getting mobbed by a bunch of Star Galleons, too. Can't forget the Star Galleons. All the engines are gone on these. We're gonna start shooting other stuff, too.
Reporting in.
I don't think we're gonna take any losses on this one.
I'm on this one.
Taking no L's.
We're here.
No, I guess I should have probably mentioned this in the last episode or at the beginning of the episode.
Coming around.
Roger that.
But we did finish the Stargate playthrough, which means that Maldrude is going to be starting this Friday, rather. So Friday's stream will be happening with here on Twitch with the Greater Maldrude playthrough starting off after being on YouTube for most of the last few Fridays.
Getting a lock. I'll take
And then
care of
I've
this.
got to decide, depending on when this one ends,
I'm on them.
whether we'd have a few weeks. I guess it'd just be 1 or 2 weeks, or the Monday stream,
We'll
or
win this.
one of the recording streams of the EAWs
Closing on
ends up
target.
being a different thing, or if we start another playthrough. But really, I guess it doesn't make sense to start something else, because the Mandalorian one should be
Open fire.
Fighters at
starting
406.
in like 2 weeks.
Draw their fire.
Attack that
Then
target.
it'd be Mandalorians and Maldrude, double M's in a similar start position. Everything just goes so much faster than you think. Alright, no losses. All before we've gone through a whole week of the galactic time. Or whole month.
Shuttle en route.
Alright, let's see how that... Okay, so that was a smaller chunk of it. But I do think overall, that's like a third... Not a third. A quarter to a sixth in that area of Imperial Force. Let's actually check this chart, too. Yeah, the Empire's back down to just 32%. They're below the New Republic. Still above us, but not that much. I think the Siruvi have to be our barometer on this, because they're not changing from 7%. So everyone just try to remember 7% for the Siruvi on that. Because they just have Luek. They're not going up. Someone did actually ask about that in the comments, about if the Siruvi need a buff. So the Siruvi can't build yet. They're basically just whatever their starting forces are, which are pretty sparse, because the faction doesn't have much setup at this point. Them, the Corellians, the Hutts, the Chiss as well. A lot of factions are being introduced in this build that are very much work in progress.
Heading out.
So
Order acknowledged.
you'll start seeing them get fleshed out more over the next couple releases. But it does mean in the short term that there will be parts of the map, or parts of different maps, that are a bit more,
Construction complete.
or not in their final intended balance state
Enemy unit sighted. Awaiting order.
as we get to... Oh shit.
Spreading out.
As we get them set up.
Keep going.
Building start.
Copy.
Oh, that's not great.
Affirmative. Moving to fire.
Support order acknowledged.
Alright, let's get in Adric. Back here. Soren, or Johans?
You go order. Target.
Mr. Zell.
Enemy inbound.
I should probably just build a repair facility somewhere. It's like, they're gonna probably come for us pretty hard. Don't think about that too much.
Open fire.
Providing backup.
But we don't actually have any money, so never mind. We
Copy.
just gotta take this
I copy.
more conventionally.
Attack that target. Attacking target.
Right behind you.
Fire at will.
Come on, man, this way.
Reporting. Attacking. Ready to go.
You need to get back there.
Yes, sir. Target. Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Heading out.
On my way.
Ready. Fire.
Ahead to that
Oh, at least we have our own AT-AT.
Brigade standing by.
I'll back you up.
Armor ready. Scanning target.
Or AT-ATs. Please no kill Zell.
Fire.
We'll check it out.
Target.
We'll assist you.
In my sights.
Acknowledge.
Tank brigade ready. Affirmative. You go orders. Roger that.
Okay, I don't think Zell is threatened. I don't know who the heroes are. Or why they're all for him. They do need a little bit of cleaning up on the cutting there. And the icon.
Awaiting your orders.
Despite 600 Imperial heroes, I don't think there's a single one that's
Awaiting orders.
in an artillery piece.
On my way. Your orders, Commander?
Alright, we got him. Ladies and gentlemen. Or a turret. A hero that's literally just a turret. With the micro jump ability, so the turret just jumps around the battlefield. I'd pay good money to see that. Alright, Bakura
System conquered.
is mine. Again.
Vectoring now.
I'm gonna send it over there so we don't have to deal with this shit getting through again. Because the New Republic keeps traveling through. This is their only way to connect, like, the Bormter side of things over to this side. And I think that's kind of all they have. They have the Siruvi space, Takami and Gaimelo, Bormter, Katamaskar, and Ratatak. And then, like, Hoth, Miztok, and Porcello are all separated. So I'd really love to...
Understood.
get through here. Go to invade Garo.
Adjusting course.
I'd rather you didn't. Well, let's see. I'd want to put more stuff together for this, but I think we're gonna give it a try. Just gonna pop in there.
Bring the
See if we can do any damage. If they have a big fleet there, we leave. If they don't, we go. We stay.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay, they have, I think this is a big fleet. I think that's actually a lot of units they might have on this, and we're not going to try to take out the shipyards.
Look, sir, it's them.
Just maybe. Alright, well, got some interdictors.
Commander here.
I knew this was a risk. Free repair kit. You gotta take one for the team here. Any minute now. Technically.
Choose your reinforcements.
Technically. We could kill some stuff. Technically. But I'm not... No, I'm not that person.
Reporting. Understood.
It is sad that this will take
Moving to sector.
about an hour to get over there. Maybe that's going to come out and meet us?
Carrick en route.
Attack formation.
I think the Eidolon
after
should
the
be able to take
stragglers.
out our Star Galleon. Well, this does make it seem like one of the best things we can do is cutting off Fondor from the rest of the map. Because that'd trap a lot of stuff there. Alright, free repair kit. I hate to do it to you.
We have been defeated.
There it goes. Sorry, free repair kit. You do have a suspicious amount of decks.
Tactical battle imminent.
Well, here I thought they didn't have that much.
Inbound.
Well, the Praetor should be able to take this, especially since the Republic is
Destroyer at station keeping. Ready. Fixing course.
fighterless.
On our way. We'll beach them.
No maidens.
Ready to update orders.
Oh, come on. Why would you? Why would you do this to me? I've made my mistakes. Life goes on, and now I'm fading away. Sick of this life. I just wanna scream. How could this happen to me? How many units are sitting over Eriadu? A few. I think that's enough to go to Bomus Quarry.
Destination confirmed.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Alright, we want to divide this back out, I think.
Helm, bring us about.
Go there.
Right away.
And we're going to get ready for Vauclin and Kuriva.
Moving out. Heading to now, sir. Heading out.
It's probably not going to have an Executor in it. Probably. Alright, time to compulsively save. My strategy from a few releases ago of just like leaving little satrapies everywhere, I've had to move away from because a lot of their changes have made that not viable.
Building
But
started.
one thing that remains, I think, a good way to handle some of these situations
Constructing.
is
Beginning construction.
kind of going around, cutting them off, and then closing in that way. So we cut off reinforcements in the areas we're focusing on while leaving the outsides defended. And I think that's a good way for us to proceed here as well. Okay,
Constructing
CIG.
unit. Vehicle
Triumph of the
in
Skies. Because, like, if we're leaving stuff on Bomus Quarry and Killen,
Cruiser online.
production. Tactical battle imminent.
then they can't get out. Like, if I know where that Executor is,
Incoming.
that makes it so much easier for me to plan defenses around it.
Choose your
And if I know where this
reinforcements.
Asserter is, it makes it so much easier for me to just kill stuff.
Let's move out.
We're on our way.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Moving to sector.
All batteries commence firing.
Destroyer here.
All sections at your command, my lord. Yes, my lord. All ahead full.
Alright, I can't take a screenshot while the
Destroyer
Ready
ready.
for battle.
Allegiance
Target
is
sighted.
intersecting with you, so if you could fix that,
All
please.
sections at your command.
You all just want to turn there?
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Copy. Our target priority is the laser cannons.
What are your orders? Come about.
Reporting in.
Target at maximum range.
I think with our next week rollover,
I copy.
I am going to
Super Star
get one of our
Destroyer
legitimacy groups that we've been waiting on.
Reporting. Attacking target.
For another attack.
Not Grunger,
Star
but
Destroyer
someone
standing
else.
by.
Coming in quick.
I think
Destroy
we might
the
actually be getting close to. No, I'm making that. I'm 100% lying.
Fire at will.
Don't listen to me.
Engaging the enemy.
Star Destroyer
I am
reporting in.
I'm lying, scum.
Headed your direction.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Taking fire.
All sections
Awaiting
at your
orders.
command, my lord.
Open fire.
I got
We
where are
are
the others?
Fire at will.
Well, let's get the engines off of you,
Can anyone else see him?
little guy. Okay, it's being fully subsumed. But there's probably players today who don't realize what a meme the Asserter was, like waiting for it. And there was like 4 years of me working on this model.
At your command, my lord.
I am really happy with how it came out. I think it was worth it. Some of the mesh is messier than I'd like.
Taking him out.
Not ideal.
Destroyer ready.
But it's not like the Executor where I want to redo it.
Command, my lord.
Commander, they're hitting us.
I have no desire to redo the Asserter.
Super
I
Star
got it,
Destroyer
go.
ready.
Whereas when I look at some of how I did the Executor, I want to do it again.
Super
Better.
Star Destroyer
Reporting.
ready.
Attack that target.
Hypervelocity
Awaiting your
cannon
command.
firing.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Your command, sir. Attacking.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Commander.
Okay.
Reporting in.
Did I add asteroid field damage through generation? Probably because I think it's behavior-based, Thrawn. So when I fixed the fighters, I probably added the asteroid damage.
All batteries commence firing.
Roger that.
Because I dropped a behavior line on all the patron units when I did that.
Firing.
Super Star
And
Destroyer ready.
I'm not about to sit there going through them all individually. That would be...
Awaiting
It's time I don't have.
Form up. Our target priority is the laser guns.
What's wrong with the Executor? There's just parts of the mesh that I don't love how I did them. And
Sections at your command, my lord.
there's parts of it that I feel like I could do
Engaging
better.
the enemy.
It was
Super Star
it was
Destroyer
the last model that I finished in 3ds Max.
falling out of formation.
And there are some tools in Blender in particular, which is what I've used
We've got
to
them on scopes. Attack.
do models basically since then, that I think I'd be able to do a little bit better,
Commander here.
All power to
All
the engine.
sections at
more
your
significantly
command, my
better.
lord. Super Star Destroyer ready.
Reporting. Attack.
Ready. Attacking target.
Star Destroyer standing by.
Like I wouldn't
At your command.
necessarily do like a
Star
from the
Destroyer
ground rebuild of it,
Super Star Destroyer
but
ready.
I
Cruiser
would
reporting. Fire at will.
All sections at your
redo
command,
parts
my
of it.
lord.
Especially when it comes to the cityscape and how some of the parts of the model go together. Because you can see gaps on the model if you look.
Awaiting orders.
Gunship reporting.
They're not super obvious from camera angles that you'd actually play on, but especially if you go like under it into the hangars, you'd be able to see gaps. Unlike here. The Asserter does not have these problems. It does have... Oh shit, we're way over here now.
Cannon firing.
All sections at your command.
Shield's
my lord.
almost gone.
I'm on them.
Fire at will. Engaging
I
the
do miss
Engaging the enemy.
doing more 3D art. Like, with how fast
firing.
that people like Ceratol and
Pursuing
Sky
enemy forces.
and Philoraptor are, we tend not to be super far behind on any art. We instead tend to be like years ahead on art, other than textures, because like Philo and Sky texture their own stuff, but Oz just does the models. So we do
Open
tend to
fire.
need
Battery
Um,
online.
people to do textures more than we need extra models done.
Victorious.
So whenever I'm modding, I end up focusing more on the code side, because we tend to be farther behind on that, and especially if I'm the one designing a lot of the government mechanics and the framework, like the eras and all that stuff. A lot of my personal work goes into that and the Galactic Conquest. So I don't have the same chance to go back and do art that I used to. And it doesn't hurt that like all of them are better than me at it as well. But it is one of the more fun things about modding, especially the I feel kind of the same way about mapping, where I always really liked mapping, and I'm not as good at the prop work or even the texturing, but like I really enjoyed doing the Umbara map. I'm better at criticizing people's work than doing it myself, as far as all that goes as well. That's a lot of capital ships. But, oh well, this should be a simple walk through. I need to be more reasonable with this. Okay. Let's see. Let's go for you. That's Grunger. This is Colas. I always get Colas killed, and I always feel bad for it. But let's get Colas. Let's get the Wessex, the Westside. A Westside story. Doretter and a Clara of the
Researching.
Nivers and Siloon.
Researching.
Gonna get all of them except for Grunger right now. Technically, I did kill what's his face?
Move us to that position.
Wrinkles 1. So if the playthrough had started a bit later, when I was working on some of the other framework stuff, then Typhera would unlock, but it hasn't done so. I don't even know where Isard is, or if Isard is, or if another hero at all is. Hoping you're enjoying your own playthrough, Twister. Eriadu, buddy. Okay, intensifying forward firepower. Big ship equals win. Any ship equals win in this battle right now. Sandra Delvarvis. Death Star was an inside job. Ross Kamphagen. And Grey Wolf.
Heading to destination. Commander, reporting in. Roger that.
I do like how the regional maps have shaped up so far. It's nice having some of those medium playthroughs to be able to do. As much as I like the progressives as well. But,
reporting.
Alright, Daily Pull, you are holding back for the moment.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Under control.
Let us bring them hell.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
We don't need to invade these immediately. I just want to blow them up. Just to make sure if we move stuff away that we're not in trouble.
Where are you?
Then we'll get them ready to actually invade properly. Like, we can't blockade anymore as a general strategy.
We've got them on
Fighters on me.
Because we know they have a hypervelocity gun here.
Eriadu and the galaxy are mine.
Your command, sir.
But we can knock these out, and that'll free up our fleet here to go sit somewhere else for a moment at least.
Cover me now.
The Atreus invasion isn't helpful, but depending on what they send, if the Executor turns up back down there, then we'll know they moved the Executor out before we got over here. Actually, we know they have a ground to space cannon here, so we have to get some ground units together for that quickly too. So we'll have to set them up to invade early on in the next episode. For now, we are going to take out Falkland as well.
Tactical battle imminent.
Ooh, that's not working.
System lost.
Of that. How are we looking now? 7% still for them. We're down to 22. 35 for them. So I think the Bakura loss is mounted a little bit for us. Oh, that's life sometimes. Thank you, Triton, for gifting a sub to Sky.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay, this is another... Did I already do this? Is that why this is a... I think I already did this. But you gotta keep doing it sometimes. Keep them down.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
Oh, hypervelocity cannons.
Helm, bring us about.
We're moving out.
Alright, well, let's get them all in.
Cancelled.
Move out. We shall be there shortly. Right away. Moving out. Commander?
There's like a non-zero chance that
Roger that.
we end up
So
having
many targets, so little time.
Destroyer here.
Eriadu last long
Lasers
enough
are our target.
that we're doing the Greater Maldrude playthrough at the same time as Eriadu and Mandalorians.
Open fire.
A triple playthrough.
Star Destroyer standing by.
I think at that point, Eriadu moves to
Star Destroyer reporting
an
in.
on YouTube stream.
That target.
We might even just
Engaging the enemy.
Our target
the last day of February
The heir to the true empire.
finish the playthrough. Whatever that
He's headed
takes.
your direction.
We're not that far from the objectives. Like,
Take care of this.
I was thinking going for the shipyard objectives would be too easy at the start of this campaign, but I think that's probably what we're angling for at this point. Because, ooh, we got a resource shortage as well. Let's get
Building
our food
started.
up.
Building under
Arts.
construction.
All right, well, that is going to do it for today. I don't want to record too many right now because I'm going to be trying to do the Fall of the Republic overview for this week, as well as at least 2 episodes of Maldrude are going to be happening. So we're going to leave it there for today. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you are all enjoying the series as we get towards its mid to late phase. And I hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.